Hello and welcome to Deeper Than the Surface. I'm Erica and I help women attract and keep healthy, quality relationships. And you may be struggling to find a quality partner, and my response to that would be it goes way deeper than just swiping left too many times or having bad luck in dating. Today, I want to unpack something we don't talk about enough: how the way we see each other, men and women, has been shaped by systems designed to keep us divided. It's not just our personal traumas or preferences. There's this subtle puppet show going on behind the scenes. Things like power dynamics, societal messaging, and yep, capitalism all play a role in how we relate or can't relate to each other. These systems help to keep us divided. These systems pit us against each other quietly. They feed this narrative that men ain't nothing or women want too much, and it messes with how we show up in relationships. Like, how are we supposed to build something solid with someone if we've been conditioned to see each other as competition or the enemy? Now, don't get me wrong, self work is still key. You do need emotional maturity, healing, and clear standards. But awareness is power too. When we start to recognize the bigger picture, we can move more intentionally. We can unlearn the noise and actually create the kind of partners we want. So grab your tea, your journal, whatever you need, and let's go deeper than the surface. It's time to get free together. All right, so let's start with the obvious. Yes, men and women are different. Biologically, psychologically, emotionally, we function different in a lot of ways. That's just facts, right? But the problem is, those differences have been blown way out of proportion. Society took that, what should have been complementary traits, and twisted them into rigid roles. We've been told that because we're different, we're incompatible, or worse, that one gender is better or more valuable than the other. That's where things start to break down. Just because women are more nurturing or men are more physical, or whatever the generalization is, it doesn't mean those qualities should limit us. And yet, for generations, those differences were used to box us in, especially women. Patriarchy is one of the biggest players in this whole mess. It's not just a buzzword, it's a system that shaped what roles we were supposed to play. Men were expected to provide and protect. Women, nurture, serve, stay home. Now, hear me out on this. There's nothing wrong with women choosing to stay home and raise a family. In fact, many women found purpose and joy in those roles. The problem is when that became the only option, and when women's voices, talents, and dreams outside the home got pushed to the side or devalued altogether. It wasn't the role that was harmful, it was the lack of choice and the lack of respect for anything beyond it. There's another layer a lot of people don't talk about: how policies and incentives unintentionally kept men and women apart, especially in the mid 1900s. Certain government programs offer support that benefited single mothers, but often only if the father wasn't present in the home. Now, don't get it twisted. These programs were necessary. They provided housing, food, financial help. But the catch? In a lot of cases, the help stopped if the dad was around. That creates tension. It's saying, we'll help you, but only if you do it alone. As someone who's lived that life as a single parent, I get it. I had to lean on support systems too. But here's the truth: I did not want to stay there. I did not want to be a single mom forever. I wanted partnership. I wanted to build something stable and strong. But the system, it wasn't really built to help us get out, just survive. That season in my life taught me a lot. Yes, I needed help, but I also needed hope. I did not want to get stuck in survival mode. I did not want to be at the mercy of programs that made me feel like I had to choose between support and stability. That's why I always said, Use the help when you need it, but don't let it define you. Don't let it box you in. That's why I started creating tools and sharing knowledge to help others move through that phase, not stay stuck in it. We deserve to thrive, to build lives that aren't dependent on systems designed to keep us small. All of this, the exaggerated roles, the incentives, the messaging, it's done something to us emotionally. It's made men and women feel like we're on opposing teams, like we can't trust each other. We can't lean on each other. Women were told to be strong, independent, do it all. Men were told they're not needed, or they better show up only in one specific way. There's no room for softness, vulnerability, or real connection in that setup. So now we've got people who want love but don't know how to receive it. We're guarded, we're skeptical, we're tired, and that creates a huge disconnect that keeps us from building real, lasting relationships. But it doesn't have to stay like that. We can break that cycle. We can choose to unlearn the noise and rewrite what partnership looks like. The key, alignment. Not competing, not controlling, aligning. Bringing your strengths, your heart, your truth into a space where your partner is doing the same. That's how real connection happens. That's how we start to heal what these systems broke. And that's where personal accountability comes in. Not to shame or blame, but to check ourselves. How am I showing up? What am I believing about love and partnership? Am I still carrying old stories that no longer serve me? So, yeah, in a lot of ways, we've been conditioned to see each other as enemies, but we don't have to keep feeding that lie. When we get honest, when we do the inner work and the healing, we can reconnect with each other in ways that are real, respectful, and full of love. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this conversation. And if you're curious about how I became the woman I prayed my husband would see, make sure you catch my next video. You won't want to miss it. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.